Hey everybody, welcome to the Queue Up. Today I am going to do another installment of my record collection. For all those who don't know what that means, basically I've been running through my records back here, kind of picking them out by genre and just showing them off. I was inspired by a lot of you guys on YouTube, kind of flipping through your records, and I thought this would be the best and funnest way of doing it. So yeah, the reason I'm doing reggae this month is because I received my Vinyl Me Please record of the month. If you don't know what that is, look at my last video. You can see me unbox the whole thing and you get to just kind of see what that's all about. But yeah, I figured I'd do the review here for this album with all my reggae albums, because I don't know if I'm going to do a vinyl haul video this month. It's already like the end of the month and money's tight, so I figured I'd just take care of it now, because I also don't have a lot of reggae records in my collection, unfortunately. So whatever, I'll just knock down, you know, two birds with one stone here. So I'm going to start off by talking about the Super Ape album. They really outdid themselves this time. Every month, every record has been on point, but this month's record has become my favorite. And I don't know if it's going to be like that every month, but without sounding like I'm repeating myself, because every month is like a new record and every month it's my new favorite. But this one really just hit the spot. People who actually subscribed to the service and got it as well started hitting me up through YouTube and Facebook, telling me how amazing this album was and how happy they were that they got it. And I'm right there with them too. Both sides play nicely, and I can understand why it's so. I mean, there's a lot of hype behind it. People were really excited about this release. It's a reggae dub album. Came out in the, I think it was the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. But it came with an awesome print and then like this awesome stencil. But yeah, oh, and also, this is the cool part too. It came in this amazing, beautiful green vinyl, 150 gram. It's translucent. It looks great, it plays great, just beautiful dub reggae for your ears. So I highly recommend, if you get your hands on this record, or if you find one in the wild, buy it. It's just awesome, it's amazing. So yeah, there's that. I know, really short review, but I honestly don't know what else to say about it, because I mean, it's really that good. So I can just tell you that for the next, I don't know, 5 minutes, or we can move on. So I'm going to show you guys some of my other vinyl reggae records. Don't have too many, it's like 4 or 5, but they are pretty awesome. First, I'm going to start off with this here. It's the Bad Brains Omega Session. Here's a picture of them in the back. Now, if you're not familiar with the Bad Brains, they are a Rastafarian hardcore punk band from the 80s. They are the hardcore band to listen to. They're just incredible. They have a mixture of like these really heavy, fast, loud, angry, hardcore songs, and then they have some amazing reggae cuts in there as well. Eye Against Eye, Stay Close to Me, which is my personal favorite, are on this. It's a 10-inch record, and it comes in this amazing marbleized blue, and it has some white in there. LP, or I mean 10-inch LP. I'm not sure if this is, I don't know how many grams it is, but it feels really thick. So I'm thinking like 150 maybe. But yeah, I was really happy to find this. I think I found this at Hot Topic of all places, just randomly there, and it was discounted. Like they were selling it for half the price. So yeah, sometimes you'll find treasures there, you know. But yeah, so they made it onto the cut here. And I actually have another album from the Bad Brains. It's actually from the singer, HR. I'll show you that in a bit. But first, let me show you this record here by Linval Thompson, 6 Babylon. I picked this up randomly at, I think it was Amoeba Records. It was just the right price. I kind of just thought, why not? And it's a classic black record. I read a little bit about him. It states that he was more of a militant Rastafarian, and you can hear that in his music. He's got a lot of political songs in there, and yeah, I mean, I played this one for a while. Before I got the Super 8 album, this was the one that was on there quite a bit because I just really love his voice. So yeah, if you haven't heard of him, I hope to find more of his music. I wish I can tell you more about the album itself. I mean, it's just great reggae. It just makes you want to just bob your head up and down and just kind of chill and hang out. So yeah, this whole month I've been listening to reggae because of that Super 8 album, and I kind of like rediscovered my love for this album. So there's that. And then next, and I have a lot of fun with this record, this is Eddie Grant's Walking on Sunshine, which is the single on this album. It's classic black as well. I got this for $1 at Amoeba. It's in great condition. He also did the Electric Avenue song, which I still am looking for. But if you kind of know what that sounds like, you kind of know what this album is gonna sound like. It has the same like electric synthesized reggae sound, and he blends it in very nicely. You know, some songs start off like super reggae, and then they kind of sort of lean towards the synthesized sound. It's funky, like it really is, and I think he has a pretty awesome voice too. So it just blends well together. Definitely a score for $1. So there's this one here. And so here's this record by HR, Human Rights, by the singer of the Bad Brains. It's on the SST label. That's how I even considered it being from HR, because of the label. So I looked it up, and of course it was from him. It's just like side project after the Bad Brains. It kind of has that Bad Brain sound. It's fast. It's kind of has that, you know, hardcore sound to it, but he's not really screaming as much. He tries to sing a little more, kind of like he did on the newest album that they did, which I'm forgetting the title of. I actually got to see them live because of that. They were touring and they did a bunch of the old cuts and everything, so that was really cool. But yeah. This is more heavier. I think this is less reggae than the 10-inch that I pulled when they were actually like the hardcore band, the Bad Brains. So yeah, it's still pretty cool though to have, and I think the cover looks awesome and it plays very well. But yeah, maybe I should have just stuck this in the hardcore section of my record collection, which will probably be like the last installment of my collection, because that's where I have like the most records, you know. So anyways, very interesting. And well, this actually leads me to my last record, unfortunately. I told you guys I don't have too many, but it is definitely a classic. And DJs out there, any you DJs, when you see this, you'll know exactly what I mean. We got Sister Nancy 1-2, found this at Amoeba Records for $6. They had several copies. I got the nicer looking one here. She's just awesome. I mean, the song that I really like, of course, which is probably the song that most people like, is that it sounds like you're saying Beam Bomb, whatever, but it's Ram Rab, side B, track 1. For the longest time, I just kept going, oh, you know that Beam Bomb song she sings. Sound like a complete idiot. But yeah, so I have it now on vinyl, and I was actually playing it before I actually set up for this video. She's done a couple other albums that I've been looking for as well. I actually got recommended a couple of them, so I'm still looking for them, but I have this one here now, and it's a classic. I think it's probably the second most played reggae album that I have in my collection, right next to the Linval Thompson one, and now the Super 8. But yeah, definitely super happy that I found it. Classic black vinyl. Yeah, that basically sums it up. You know, hopefully I'll be getting more of these reggae albums in my collection. I still need a lot of them. Well, I should probably learn a little more about the music. I've been getting into like the Trojan stuff, really, like the shit released by Trojan, and I got that on my iPod, but the box set is really expensive. So I've been listening to an MP3 version of it, but eventually, you know, I'll pick up some of the artists from there and put them in my collection. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this short, awesome video. More to come. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, and I really do appreciate it. Like always, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you guys soon. Happy digging!